Are you ready for your next comic? Make some noise. Are you ready for your next comic? Let's not make noise. Come on. Next time, come to stage. Good friend of mine, Carlos Mendez.
How did I know that with my parents in the middle of the front row, I would get zero applause? No, this is great. Look at all you guys out on the town with your friends having fun, right? Yes! Do you ever just want to kill yourself? Except you don't have the balls to do it. So to make it easier on you and add an element of surprise to that shit, you start asking for a bunch of rides from drunk drivers. Just fuck it. My friends are starting to catch on to that. They're like, Carlos, you want to crash so bad, why don't you drive? And I tell them, are you fucking kidding me? The drunk driver is the one motherfucker that always survives. That's why we have DUIs in the first place. See, because if we lived in a world where everybody except the drunk driver always lived, they wouldn't even call it a DUI. They just call it, hey man, I really hope you make it back okay. On the ride over, to bump that probability up just a little bit more, I'll start fucking with the driver. Like, hey, I think you just got a text. You should probably read that. No, right now, it sounded important. Or, look man, I know you're on your second strike and everything, but I think that squad car is trying to race you. Are you really gonna take that shit? You pussy. All right, let's get this out of the way. Yes, I am dressed up. No, it's not for you guys. It's for my family. For when I ask for a ride from one of you drunks at the end of the show, I want to look good for the open casket. A little bit about myself. When I was young, I was still learning everything, so I used to take everything literally. My teachers would tell me to dream big. Now look at me. Those fucking assholes. I have been trying to eat better though. I've reduced my salt intake to get rid of some of the water weight. And I started thinking recently that maybe I should start cutting myself for the first time in my life. To get rid of some of that pesky blood weight, you know? Always adds a few pounds. Now, I knew my life was going in a wrong direction one day. After ordering a burger, I said, hey, didn't you used to work at the Carl's Jr. across town? Oh shit, I need to change my lifestyle. I have been going to the gym though. I've been trying to get skinnier. The people that know me, they're like, Carlos, that's great. You're doing something positive for yourself. Keep it up. And I don't want to break it to them that no, it isn't positive. I just want there to be less of myself for me to hate. But I will say though, walking into convenience stores, it is a confidence boost nowadays. I walk in through the door, I hear like, dun, 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 dun. There's no third one? Progress. Look, I know that gay marriage is a really divisive issue in this country, but what if you're not sure if you believe in gay marriage or not? Does that make you a fagnostic? No, that joke's too controversial. I don't want to press that many buttons. So instead, I'm just going to compare black people and Mexicans. Yeah. See, I think it's really funny the way that black people are always like, run, it's the police. And Mexicans are always like, corre, es la policía. So different, you guys. Just different cultures. Or the way that black people always get big blocks of government cheese. Mexicans always get big blocks of government cheese with a fucking jalapeno on top. By the way though, I do think it's unfair that minorities get advantages with things like affirmative action, while white people have to scrape by with things like inheritance and medical insurance. God, I hate white people. By white people, I mean Jews and Asians. I don't know how many of you guys remember this old TV show, board game, it was everywhere back in the day. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Yeah, I fucking love that game. I played it throughout my entire childhood. Here's the thing though, I'm Mexican, so I had to play the knockoff version. It was called Where in San Diego is Carmen. Yeah, to be honest with you guys, my mom's name was Carmen. Never actually found her. Don't say, these are jokes. None of this is real. Like the Easter Bunny or love. Speaking of love, I'm a selfish lover. I don't share my porn with anyone. I also think that pussy is a lot like a favorite TV show. When it's fresh and new to you, you love it. You want it to be renewed next season, but after a couple of years, it starts to get old and predictable. And you think, sure, I don't want it to get canceled. I've already invested so much time into this. But at least add a new cast member or something, you know? Yeah, I don't know if you can tell, but I am single from last year. When my girlfriend broke up with me, she said I was combative and unlikable. And I said, no, fuck you! I'm fucking likable. I might explain why my longest relationship has been with alcohol. I got home late the other day, and I didn't realize that it was family game night, and I love family game night. Thankfully, they were really cool about it, though. They were already waiting for me, sitting around the table. They left me a spot in the middle. I sit down. They hand me the rule book. It's the small little pamphlet so we can start playing. One by one, they start saying really nice things about me, and then crying, and I'm laughing. God, I love that game intervention, you guys. Before I leave, I do want to say a joke for the ladies in the audience. Ladies, let me hear you. Oh, actual interaction. That's new. All right, so I was walking around the other day, and somebody stopped me in the middle of the street, and they asked me, Carlos, is it true that you're willing to eat a girl's ass out during sex? And this is where I like to pause the joke and ask the ladies in the audience, ladies, how many of you actually enjoy that in your real life?
Holy shit.
Oh, we need to talk after the end of the show. For the rest of you, really, you're not going to own up to it like it isn't a thing? You know, you're not lying to me here, you're lying to yourselves and to God. So anyways, they asked me, Carlos, is it true that you're willing to eat a girl's ass out during sex? And I say, well, look at me. Clearly I'm willing to eat anything. So why not eat a girl's ass out during sex? And they said, are you serious? I said, no, not mayonnaise. That shit's disgusting. Thank you very much. You guys have been great. My name is Carlos Mendez.
Carlos, everybody. Here's line number 5 on your ballot. Unless you're taking notes. We're halfway through. Are you ready for your next comment? Yeah. Are you sure? You don't seem ready. Ready. He's ready.